Oh, yeah, baby. The boys are back.
The Draft Boyz.
Yeah, just the two today.
Just two people. I mean, we like three. We like three.
We like three. We prefer three.
But we're gonna go with two today. So look, welcome back to Draft Boyz, FPL Draft Podcast. Not as always, just joined by the two of us. I normally say as always joined by Miley G, but he's not here this week. But we got Hito
Hello.
and me, Whitey.
How are you doing?
Lad, how we doing?
Oh, lad, how we doing?
I'm really having to narrow
Change.
down
You
this
gotta
intro.
change it.
Yeah.
I'm doing good, mate. Well, actually not that good. Why am I lying?
Why are you lying?
Real talk.
Why? What's wrong?
My boys got beat.
Oh, Liv. Oh, my
Yeah.
God. That was not what I was expecting.
I know. Well, maybe we can console each other today.
I know, dude. I'm going to
I'm
need a lot of
I'm surprised we
consoling.
both showed up. Why are we here?
Yeah, I know. We are fucking committed to the fans.
We are.
Yeah, look, that was cooked. It was an interesting game week, that's for sure.
Yeah, a lot of interesting results.
I mean, yeah, like I'd be keen to kind of get in, talk straight about our points.
Yeah, let's
How
do
we
it.
did, and then we'll kind of chat about how many points were left on benches this week. Bench
It is
chat.
ridiculous this week.
All right, Heat, tell me, you've had a big week. Well,
For me, it's
for you,
big.
it's a big week.
It's a solid week.
It's a solid week. It's good.
50 points.
50.
I'll take that. Bottom of the league. I need to make my way
Yeah.
back a little bit.
Yeah, look, it's been a slow start for you.
Yeah, it's been a slow start, and I'm definitely hamstrung by 3 Liverpool defenders, getting me 2 points out of 3 of them.
Dude, I've got the other one.
Yeah.
I'm not happy about it. First time I fucking own Liverpool, and I'm like, oh, can I go Liverpool? I'm gonna go fucking one of these awesome wing backs early, and it's shit.
I know.
I think it's my fault.
How dare you? You've cursed us.
I haven't had Liverpool. I don't think I've ever had Liverpool.
What? No Liverpool?
Oh, I had Salah once, actually.
Yeah.
Sorry, I forgot about that.
A while back.
But I never normally go live, or I
Yeah.
never get them.
Yeah, just doesn't turn out for
But
you.
anyway, I've got one this year, and I'm not happy with it.
Oh, mate, well, I'm not happy with 3, so...
All right, tell us about your
Yeah.
points.
So despite that, I still killed it, and basically from my Arsenal boys,
Wow.
Saliba and Odegaard,
Oh, dude.
14 and 16 points each,
Saliba. Fuck, he looked good.
saving the day.
He looked really, and that finish from him. Ooh,
Spicy.
we're not talking about them this week, so we can
can
just say,
say,
wow,
Yeah,
nice goal, and Odegaard, right place, right time.
yeah,
Well,
kind of
both
stealing
were
a
kind
bit.
of.
Yeah, a bit poachy. Like,
But the second one was a nice finish. No doubt.
was that the one where he stole off Jesus' foot?
I know,
but,
it was crazy.
but he had the better position.
Every
for sure.
time I see it, because it was a bit in sun and shadow, I'm like, who did kick it? I'm like,
and they both wheel away different directions. So
Yeah.
you're like, wait, who am I looking
I
at?
know,
here?
because Jesus looks like he's celebrating. I'm
Yeah.
like, dude, did you do that?
Dislocate his ankle while kicking in. And I got very lucky this week. I had Brennan Johnson come off the bench with 9 points,
Oh, you fuck.
which was juicy because Mahrez didn't start or
Yeah.
play at all. So
Yeah, I know. Yeah, Bills came in this week. Spicy. All right, anything else?
no, that's
Jeez, it
all.
was all Arsenal.
Yeah, it's basically Arsenal.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well, mine was a bit of a spread. I had
tell me about it.
9 points from Lloris in goal, which you love seeing 9 points. I think he got 2 bones, I guess, and he got a point from saves as well. So clean sheet, helped him out there. My defense was shite. 1 point from Robertson, 1 point from Chilwell, 1 point from Diaz, and 0 points from me, who came off my bench to fucking replace Grealish, who was
And
0.
give you 0 points.
And give me 0 points.
I was so happy about that.
I know. And then, Fode's got 2. It's just brutal. I don't know why I'm telling you about the shit ones. Rodrigo is my boy right now. I'm
Oh,
so glad I
dude.
picked him up. 13 points. Haaland, another goal.
Yep.
6. Watkins, another goal. No, goal.
Yeah, Watkins.
And Mitro. So front
Mitro,
line
yeah.
is really pulling me through here.
It really is. No bonus, though, across Haaland and Mitro, which is a bit disappointing.
Yeah, look, I don't think Haaland looked maybe his best in that game.
He could have had a couple. Well, we'll dive into City,
Yeah,
aren't
we
we? 'Cause
will, we will.
It's a crazy fixture. But
I'll quickly tell you about my bench. There's a lot of zeros there too,
Oh,
but
yeah.
there's 14 sitting there with Harrison. It was pretty funny because I waited to watch the Chelsea game. I watched a replay, almost 24 hours later.
yeah,
So I'd been avoiding fantasy.
you were very quiet that day on chat.
I was very quiet. I mute all my chats if I have to avoid a result. And I'm thinking in my head, I'm watching the game and Rodrigo is scoring and assisting Harrison. I've got Harrison. Harrison's fucking scoring, assisting Rodrigo. I'm like, oh, there's nothing better when it's just like fucking, it's just teaming up. And I was in my
and also
head,
against Chelsea, so
I
you're
know.
taking consolation here. You're like,
I know.
my boys are hurting, but fantasy's having a good day.
Yeah, exactly. Nothing hurts more than the team losing, but it is nice to have that consolation. So I'm sitting there pretty pumped about it. And then I look on the fantasy site. I
Oh.
put him as Harrison as second reserve. I thought he was first, and fucking Grealish got
Lucky.
no points. And then Chile comes on at the end, and he would have fucking Chile. He's doing nothing anyway.
Chile.
I got screwed. So 14 points on the bench this week from Harrison.
Well, mate, you weren't alone with points on the bench this week. We had 4 out of 7 of us had serious points
Yeah,
on the bench this
tell
week.
me about it.
Totaling 99 points.
Between 4 people.
Yep.
Is that including me?
Yep.
Oh wow.
That's an average of 24.7 points per person. So we ranged from 17, which was you the lowest. Marley G is not here, had 23 on the bench.
Yeah, he had Aronson and
Who did he have?
St. Maximin.
Yes, a maximum.
Yeah.
And then we had Tim with 25. But he can be forgiven because he had Gross on the bench and who's his
Meslier.
other one? Melier
And
and Che Adams, who came off the bench and somehow scored a double.
yeah, no, crazy.
But our biggest bench hauler this week was good old Mitchell Hackett. 34 points.
Can you give me a rundown?
I'll give
Is
you
there
a
one there?
really detailed rundown.
I love this.
And he doesn't listen, so we can say as much shit as we want.
Yeah, bastard.
So we had Sanchez, goalkeeper, on bench.
Oh.
Not too bad because he had Ramsdale who played who had 6. So it's not horrible, but I just like looking at the total number.
Yeah. Look at the total.
Then he had surprise package or duo, Rashi and Sancho.
Oh, he had them on the bench.
10 each.
Well, against Liverpool, that's exactly where I would have put him.
Yeah, you probably would have. But I don't know why he played Anthony Gordon over one of them, which is questionable. And then
Interesting.
Trippier.
Trippier as well.
Yeah.
How many points did Trips get?
6.
Fuck. That was a beautiful freak. I can't wait to talk about that. Okay. There's so much I
Sorry,
can't
one
wait
more
to
thing.
Oh.
All his defenders got 1 point and you played 4 of them.
Hey, I beat that.
Just don't play one of the defenders.
Oh my
Okay.
God. That's so good. Okay. Let's get into it. I want to do snack chat.
Oh, yeah.
I'm on
Give me a
snacks
snack.
this week. So let me just grab my snack here.
Okay.
So
Ooh,
I've
what's he
gone with
pulling
a
out
theme
here?
this week.
Oh, a theme. I like
All
themes.
sour.
Oh, God.
Sour jacks.
Oh,
Watermelon, sour wedges.
Jesus. What is that? Is
I
it a
don't know.
lolly?
I found it in a really strange store.
Oh, my God.
This is it.
Oh, it's like a chew lolly.
They're like
okay.
a chew lolly.
Okay, well,
I
my
didn't-
mouth is already like creating saliva.
Me too.
I'm salivating.
I
at the
can't wait. I
anticipation.
love sour
I
stuff.
hate sour.
Oh, do
so,
you? Oh, no.
so let's see.
Mm,
Oh God, I'm
Oh.
gonna struggle to talk here, boys.
that's amazing.
Okay, well, bring out your drink whilst you're chewing on that
Okay,
boy.
here's my other one. We got Inner Gravity passion fruit sour beer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Definitely a sour week.
It's a sour theme. There you go.
For
mate.
our team's losing, we're both sour about
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
Perfect.
Fucking
Okay, let me try this chew.
Oh, wow. That's some real ASMR stuff there. You chewing that.
Yeah, baby. They're actually not that sour.
No, they're actually delicious.
Yeah, they're just like
How good's that fake watermelon flavor? I love that.
not sour. So I rate that pretty well. I'm going to give you a
It's good sour, though.
Yeah, I'm going to give you like a solid 7.2.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Not what I was expecting.
tasty.
Okay, cheers.
Cheers.
I'll have a little quick sip of this.
Okay, so it's 1.3 standard drinks.
Oh, dude, it's barely sour.
Oh,
It's interesting.
yeah, not very sour. A very small hint.
It's a hint of passion. I don't mind it. I don't mind it.
Like, it's not my most favorite beer flavor, so I'm probably going to give you like just a 5.8.
Oh, yeah, that stings. All right. Well, Miles isn't here, so I'm going to rate myself. I'm going to give this a 5, the drink. I don't think it's that good. Not enough passion fruit flavor. But these chews, I'll give it a little 7.8.
Okay, nice. Step up your game, Inner Gravity. You heard it here.
Yeah, you heard it here first. All right. Let's get into the juicy stuff.
Let's do it.
Let's do our top 5.
Oh, top 5 first. Oh, the team. Sorry. Yes, let's go.
Getting
I'm getting
confused.
excited.
We got our new format. Oh my God, I shouldn't have eaten another one of those chews before I talk. Okay, we're going to talk about Fulham versus Brentford first.
Yes, what a fixture. That's pretty hectic, man. Like, I was not expecting it to be... Actually, I take that back. It had anticipation leading up to this after the form of these two teams.
I agree with that, man. Like, yeah, they've been going after.
Brentford off the back of smashing Man U.
I know.
And Fulham have looked really good so far as well. They do not look like the team that came up last time.
They're completely different. Like,
Yeah.
for me, they're playing much more to Mitro's strengths.
Oh, they definitely are.
Like last time, they were like a passing team, and they were quite. I think they're a bit conservative too. This time, it just seems that they've got their game plan. They've got, basically their talisman striker,
Yeah.
and they're using him.
Well, he scored that towering header to win it. And that was a very similar header like that he got it against Liverpool.
Dude. I was pretty happy with that. I mean, and he definitely had opportunities missed, and I much rather would have seen him convert those being an owner. But he really looks like he could be one of those small team strikers who's going to get 90 minutes every week. He's on pens. I just have this feeling like he's got 3 goals already. He got 3 in his entire run last time he was in the Prem.
Isn't that insane?
And in 3 games, he's already
last time.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's actually mental. I can't believe the change. Obviously, it just shows you how important that is to play to the strength of your best players.
I think so. And they don't even have Harry Wilson back yet. They lost that Carvalho guy that went back to you guys. So there's a bit missing there. But that kind of leads me on to my next thing. A couple of other players who have been looking pretty good in those positions. Pereira is actually looking not bad.
Yeah, he's had basically man of the match performances for this game and against Liverpool. I don't know if he actually got it against Liverpool, but he's been playing really well.
I just I noticed that he's just so involved. He looks confident. He's off to a good start there.
Yeah, well, he's got, obviously he's not done much before this game, but he got an assist, but clearly got rewarded with 3 bonus, so 8 points this week.
Oh, wow, 8 points.
Yeah.
Not bad. Oh, man, he's on my radar for sure. I know he's a budget favorite because he's nice and cheap.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
He was already kind of on my radar.
Yeah, I don't think he was in many starting lineups this week.
No, definitely not. Well, that was the common problem, wasn't it? So what else did we have here? We had a bit of an ugly first goal from Bobby Dickwood over Reed. He's looked very involved.
It was quite early on though.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Oh, what was?
I think it was within 5 minutes from memory.
Oh, really?
I think so, but yeah.
It was pretty ugly. I think it bounced back off the crossbar and managed to bobble it in. But for me, he's looked very involved too. I just keep looking at Fulham and going, they're very lively. Was it the first minute? I didn't watch the game. I just saw that highlight.
Just checked it, yeah.
And then, what else we have? Oh, that nice header from Paulinho as well. I don't mind him. Where is he sitting, though, in that lineup?
Yeah, I don't actually know about him too much, to be honest. He kind of was, a lot of my attention for Fulham's been steered towards Mitro and potentially waiting for some of the other players like Wilson to come back. But I think he's definitely one to do a little bit more deep dive on, to be honest. Haven't really crossed my radar just yet. Yeah,
I think they spent a little bit of money on him I guess to stock up after losing Carvalho and stuff like that. But I honestly don't know that much either, other than hearing that, he's got a little bit of minutes and obviously in this game, played pretty well, got a goal. So, I think the only thing to note for Fulham is their fixtures aren't amazing coming up. So
no, it's not the strongest run of fixtures for sure.
But the thing is, they haven't had good fixtures already. They've played, who have they fucking played? Liverpool,
Wolves, and Brentford.
Oh, okay. So it's a bit mixed, but still, Brentford are playing very well too. So I wouldn't be surprised to see goals against some
Chelsea's
of those sides.
in that run too, and we know what happened this week. We know what's... Well, they did Liverpool too, so...
Yeah, I know. I wouldn't put it past them. They definitely look up for it this season. I would be, riding their confidence for sure. Okay, let's talk Brentford.
Yeah.
We talked about them last week. We did highlight them because of their win against United.
More goals again?
More goals, yeah. Not too bad. What did you think?
Yeah, really good. Tony's, a man in form at the moment. He looks so confident.
I love that. There was an offside goal, I think, but...
Yeah.
Dude, it was amazing, though. He turned and finished beautifully, really, and I was like... Oh my God, was that his goal?
Doing Mitro's celebration as well.
Oh, did he?
Do some shit house.
Oh, really?
So
I didn't
good.
see that. Very good from him.
So good.
Yeah, look, he just looks good. He got across his marker for the goal pretty nicely. And I just think he's on that same level as Mitro for me. They're kind of similar, bottom
Very
of the table,
so.
but their teams seem to be getting after it.
Yeah, he's going to be really strong this year, and their run of fixtures is so nice. We were shouting them out last week. Some of our call-outs last week to try and jump on and explore that one game week, form of De Silva and Jensen. haven't come through. I think Jensen got
I
an
think
assist.
Jensen got an assist. So if you'd
So you got
back
4
Jensen, you'd be
points.
happy.
Yeah, but I think there's still enough run in their fixtures to be desirable picks for the next week.
To stay on them,
Or
yeah.
next week or two.
Yeah, for sure. I'd wait on them, no
Exactly.
doubt. Now, Norgard, he's quite deep playing player, right? Like
he's like an 8, sits in the middle.
Yeah.
He picked up with a few points last year. He's not
Mhm.
as lively as some of their other assets.
Yeah.
But I think for those deep leagues, someone who plays every week and has the opportunity to pick up some points.
Yeah. No doubt. No doubt. Okay. Well, we talked about Brentford a bit last week, so we'll get on to we'll move on to our next game, Leeds. Fuck.
Talk to me, mate.
Oh, they were amazing.
Yeah.
Like, it was depressing and exciting, and it was a great game. Like, the first 20 minutes were amazing because Chelsea actually were looking good for the first 20, but you could see that Leeds press was insane, and they were pressing like so high up the pitch, going after our defenders. Like, the ball was going between our defenders so much. And then we did get a couple of breakthroughs. Sterling missed a good chance, and we just lacked finishing up front. And then, man, they just nailed in 2 goals in pretty quick succession, and then we just fell flat.
Yeah.
It was depressing.
Yeah. Oh man, that Mendy mistake.
Oh my God, man. I was
Jesus.
screaming. I mean, yeah, we're going to talk about Chelsea a bit more later, but they weren't great. Look, and that I have to say it puts down to, like, you know, Aronson played amazing. That guy can run his ass off. He's just one of those players that looks like he's going to make stuff happen. And obviously he did. Like, he pressed Mendy, and I think only just minutes earlier, Mendy did like a fake against someone else. I can't remember who it was. Someone else was pressing him, and he faked the ball onto his other
just
foot
got away
and
with
cleared it.
Okay.
And it was much more confident. I think it was James.
Yeah.
Dan James. And then obviously tried it again, but like the Leeds boys had in their head, they're like, well, he's going to try and fake me out.
He had the time to get rid of it. There was the hesitation.
It was idiotic. It could have gone anywhere else.
He
but
did
where
that a
it
few
did.
times last season from memory.
I know. I
Just
don't know what he's
fucking
being told.
kick it out, man.
He must be being told something though.
Yeah.
Like, he must be like,
To get in his head like that.
yeah, like, just get rid of the fucking ball.
Oh, mate.
Anyway,
It's
but
ridiculous.
I have to give full credit to Aronson because he deserved it, even though, you know, it's just catching the keeper out. Like, that was earned because he really fucking ran.
Yeah.
Rodrigo's form is still amazing.
Oh,
As we
mate,
said, I've
everything he
got him.
touches is golden. Like,
I know. And you know when you can just tell, like, they just look like,
they're in the form of their life.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you just look like he's going to score every time. And I'm really glad I've got him because, like, Leeds have a good run of fixtures. I mean, even if Bamford comes back, he might just drop back, you know, behind Bamford
He
there.
will, yeah.
Like, he's not going to lose minutes if Bamford comes back. I just think, like, yeah.
It gives him so much opportunity. And I think what's that interesting about that is that it really backs the, you know, the argument for the one game week form. Like, it doesn't always work. There's going to be a high percentage that don't work.
Yeah.
Because they're not always going to score back to back, but it just shows you need to have that potential.
Well, he was amazing
and
in
be willing to take
pre-season.
that punt as well.
Yeah. But his form did actually carry across from preseason. I think he was their highest goal scorer. Like, he was looking really good. And like, he was on my radar from then. I just didn't want to draft him
Yeah.
because I didn't know what was going to happen with Leeds. And now we're looking at Leeds going, well, shit, they look totally up for this.
Mate, the points this week are crazy.
Well, Harrison as well, as we said, 14 points. Rodrigo with 13. Yeah, keeping a clean sheet against Chelsea. And the stats say it for themselves. Like, they ran basically 113 kilometers to Chelsea's 99.4 or whatever. Like, 14 kilometers further than Chelsea.
That's really 14 Ks.
14 Ks.
Holy shit.
That's like a whole other player. If you divide it by
crazy.
11, it's almost like a whole other player on the
That's
pitch.
mental.
So
Holy shit.
it was really nuts. I think that, like, Jesse March, he's got the players he wanted in. Tyler Adams, Aronson, like, really high energy players. He's got other good players in and around the team. And I think this season, he's really playing how he wants to play, which is going to be a lot of running, high press, and it definitely makes it awkward.
It really does.
I think it's going to be very hard to play them. And for me, you know, Harrison, Aronson, all the sons,
The sons.
Rodrigoson and Bamfordson. are going to be
Coached by
really
Jesse
good.
Marchson.
Yeah, Marston. No, they're going to be great. They're going to be good assets at least for the next little while. Go on all.
You've
Leeds
got
attack.
Fantastic next 4 fixtures. Then you got United, who's still potential question mark.
Well, that
Then
press.
Villa, Palace.
Well, Brentford did the same thing.
Yeah.
And you saw what happened to United under that.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens. But yeah, I think that's probably enough on Leeds. Let's talk about our next one, Newcastle versus City. We're going to talk about both these teams. What a game.
What a game.
That really, again, not what anyone was expecting.
Yeah. With Newcastle 3-1 up, you knew City are going to pull it back.
Yeah.
But I'm just glad Newcastle held on.
I know. Yeah, me too. I'm really glad Newcastle held on. I mean, they definitely nearly lost out a couple of times. It kept very close.
Haaland could have had a few for sure.
Yeah, I know. And I was a little bit disappointed, but, he took his goal well. But, yeah.
My favorite's been all the memes coming out of the game from about ASM.
Oh, what are they? I haven't seen it.
Having just Walker in his pocket all day, and keeping him on his feet,
dude.
And all his skills and tricks, and he was just so lively.
I know, it was crazy, and but the thing was, he's always got that. He's always got his tricks.
Yeah,
but he doesn't always have a great final ball. Some games he does, but that's what he's inconsistent. But in this game, I'd have to say,
he tries to go himself too much.
Yeah, it was one of the best games I've ever seen him play. 3 assists. And the balls were so well weighted. It was nice. He got away and got that ball to Almiron, which they allowed that goal. Then
I thought that was really good goal from Almiron. People were joking a little bit about how it's off his leg or whatever. But I think he was...
Dude, he went flying, didn't he?
Threw himself at it and he just put a body part that was at the height of the ball on it. You can't...
No.
Get your leg up for that. I thought that was actually even more impressive that he could just...
I didn't realize anyone was giving him trouble. That was a good goal, I thought.
That was a great goal.
Yeah.
And trips.
Oh my goodness.
Ooh.
Wow.
What a sweet.
So if anyone was worried about the fact that he broke his foot last year, that he might not be able to score free kicks anymore, that answers that question. That was awesome. And so intelligent too. Because he looked on the right side of the wall, there was Haaland there, and he's a fucking giant, and there were a couple other tall boys out there, and he's like,
Nordic god.
Could just go left.
Yeah. Why not?
And man, there was I was watching, I don't know who it was some pundits talking about it, and I was like, you could have 2 keepers in there, wouldn't have mattered.
Yeah.
It was such a good free kick into the side netting.
Just beautiful.
They look up for it. I mean, up against City doing that, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah. And they've got some good fixtures coming up too.
Oh, yeah? Who's coming up?
Wolves, Liverpool, Palace, West Ham, Bournemouth, Fulham, Brentford, United, Everton. Oh, God, it keeps going. That is. If they can maintain, it's just maintaining that level of performance. That's the hard thing for Newcastle.
But they seem organised. This is not new. This is carried on from last season.
And these are games you're no longer benching ASM like our boy Miley G did this week.
Oh my goodness.
You're playing him moving forward along with the likes of Wilson. That. Oh, Wilson again. So good.
Oh yeah, he got a goal in this game.
Got a goal,
too.
Yeah.
Oh, that nice side foot thing.
Yeah, again, outside the boot.
He loves it. Off the lace.
It's got that little flair on the FIFA,
Yeah. 100%.
Outside boot finish.
Oh, and he's got the finishing. Yeah, he's got the finishing attribute for sure. He's a class finisher.
Let's talk about City.
Okay. There was some good goals here.
Some of the passes got me hard.
I know. There was one in particular.
Which one was
KDB one?
To Bernardo Silva?
Oh. That was amazing. When I saw him pass it, I was like, where's that going?
Yeah.
And then Silva's just going, boop. There's no one on him.
I saw the ball going and I'm like, where's the gap?
I know.
And then out of nowhere, it's just like the fucking Red Sea parts.
He nutmegged the guy
it's just
from 5 meters away. What the fuck? I think it was Joe Willock or whatever.
Oh, Joe Willock.
And it looked like one of those ones where you probably had it before when you're expecting it to go left or right, but it comes straight at you and you get caught and you kind of can't make a decision because it's right.
Can't lift your legs.
And it just went through.
Oh.
Anyway, he nutmegged him for that pass. Did you? I
didn't notice the nutmeg. To be honest.
Dude,
I was just
nutmegged. Oh. So he nutmegs and not close. It was a 5 meter gap. Anyway,
I have to watch this again.
It was a crazy pass. And then Bilver's pass as well to Gundogan.
Gundy. Yeah. The chip, the cross in. And even the heavy
Man.
touch from Gundy just actually played in his favour to set him up for the half volley.
Exactly. But you can see that they're setting up to send in those early balls. They were sending in a lot of early balls, which I assume is more directed at Haaland. But yeah, I think other players are benefiting
And
from
we
it.
know City always like to, you see those deeper players and think, oh, they're not attackers. But everyone's in the box at some point. Like Gundy's in there.
I know.
Bilva playing that deeper role was in there today.
It's crazy. Gundogan is in there all the time.
And the thing about
I see him in the
Gundy,
highlights
the thing about
every
Gundy is I think he seems to be the captain now.
Yeah, I saw that too.
So I think that's a good fantasy. I saw that last week.
Yeah.
And I put him second on my list because I just wanted to take a punt on De Silva first.
Yeah.
Because I already have
How'd
City
that go?
players. Not great so far. But I already had City players. So I was like, I'm willing to take the punt.
I know.
But he actually went before I would have got him anyway.
Oh, okay.
Someone picked him up early. But I think that's a good option.
I liked it. Yeah. Stone's got to start in this game. I can't imagine letting in 3 goals is going to see him come back.
No.
And he did look exposed.
And Aki's got a flag on his name now, so 75%. So.
Oh, does he? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So maybe a little knock there, but he could be back next week. Yeah, I think that's it, really. Oh, yeah, and Haaland's goal we didn't talk about, but yeah, nice purchase finish.
There was some through balls to him where he
makes great
I think they
runs,
made
man.
a great save, and he just it wasn't even just that he was clear. He had to muscle it through, but he's so big and strong.
And so quick.
Yeah.
Like he just breaks through. Like at one point,
He needs 4 strides and he's
to another
gone.
gear.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's like,
It reminds me of Bolt.
yeah,
Usain
dude,
Bolt,
yeah.
when
that's
he's just
exactly what I was
ramping
about
up
to say.
speed.
Yeah, because Bolt was one of those, like, he's just like, oh, I know I got gas for days, baby. He just,
I get, further I go, I get faster and faster.
know. It's crazy. Yeah. Haaland he's quick. I mean, he's fucking exciting.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go on to United.
Surprise package of the week, I think.
I don't think I would have expected to pick them in our top 5 for a while.
No, me neither at all.
You should tell us about it because you probably
Mate,
feeling the most sour about it.
Incredibly sour. Throw me some more watermelon chewies. Within 5 minutes of watching that game, I knew something was wrong. I was like, this doesn't feel right.
Something was wrong.
Sounds like the start of a TV show.
Yeah,
doesn't it?
I know. It's like
within 5 minutes, I knew something was wrong.
I walked into my house and I knew something was wrong. There was blood everywhere.
The window in the back corner was open with a slight breeze coming in. The fridge was slightly ajar.
All the snacks were gone.
All the snacks were
All my sour snacks.
Oh, not my sour snacks. But yeah, mate, they stepped up much like Leeds did, and they went for not just against a big team, let's do our block and hold, the old Mourinho tactic.
Yeah.
They're coming at teams now, and I think that's the way you can destabilize them. Like there's just we just couldn't get second balls. United were just too quick. Our high line was just being exposed by the quickness of Rashi.
It's crazy. Like, yeah. So out of that, so was it it was a high press, right? So it was a lot of Rashi pressing and Sancho.
Yep.
Alanga probably as well. So they probably got a lot of their legs out of those 3 guys.
Yeah, a lot of.
But they've still got, it's Bruno and Eriksen are still on the pitch. Like, for me, I don't see them and go, oh, good press.
Yeah, Bruno was a lot more active than I've seen him for a long time. He was feeding the other guys.
Ronnie
and
wasn't
getting
on
up
the
there
pitch.
Too. Ronnie wasn't there.
It's crazy. Did Ronnie come on?
No, he didn't.
Oh, that is spicy.
I don't think he did.
Well, there's just no way.
I kind of stopped paying attention towards the end, so I have no idea if he got minutes.
No one would blame you.
I know Martial came on it
Martial came
for a
on.
bit, so I don't think Ronnie came on.
Yeah.
Oh, no, sorry. He did come on for 4 minutes at the very end.
Well, a little token.
But Martial came on first.
Yeah.
So I think that's a sign for the future.
I can't blame him. Like, if that's the way they want to play, if they want to play
Ronnie
that
couldn't have done that.
press.
He couldn't have done that at all.
No way. No, he doesn't have that.
Yeah, there was nice build up for the Sancho goal. Cooley finishes that off. And they were just all over us. There was lots of pass and winning balls to play in.
Yeah.
But the Rashi goal for me was the standout one. Like,
that was nice.
it came off a mistake. Like Hendo fucked up, like playing the ball into a little bit of no man's land.
Yeah.
But the pace and then the cool finish where he opened up his body but didn't go far post.
I know.
It was that was Rashi of 17 goals a season that took me back.
And that was one of those things. Like, is it just me, or is everyone waiting for that goal that gives him the confidence again to be this like, amazing player. Like that's
It's hard
what's
to
so
know.
scary
Hard to
about
know.
Rashi. Hey, because I went through that last season because I had him almost the whole season,
And you're just waiting for that one goal.
and I was like, come on, like he's going to get that goal. He's going to get up for it again. And I'm not saying this is definitely it, but in draft you have to pull triggers fast.
You do.
And I mean,
especially in those deep leagues we know about that a lot of our listeners have been telling us about those. I can't believe how many people are coming to us with 10, 11, 12-man leagues.
I know. Geez, Coulson people have a relegation. have a relegation league.
Yeah,
You know,
relegation. like our boy last week.
Yeah,
Viran.
that'd be amazing. You can get promotion.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
But yeah,
that's nuts.
really surprise result. Obviously, they didn't keep a clean sheet, so defensive assets were limited. But I don't think you'd be screaming to.
No, you're not jumping
pull
on
the trigger.
them. Like the only one I would say is Malacia. Like looked good, and actually they looked better defensively as a whole.
Martinez actually had a really good game,
Yeah.
despite all the criticism.
Yeah.
He was snapping in there and had a stronger game with his ball playing. So
what was their back line? Because I'm fairly certain.
the back line was Malacia,
Yeah.
Martinez,
Yeah.
Dallo, and Varane.
Okay. Cool. So that's what I'd be starting to expect seeing would be Varane and Martinez.
Played
And
it
no
with
fridge.
Maguire. No fridge.
Because
the fridge been put on the side of
fridge
the
is on the
street for
sideline.
pickup. Council pickup.
Yeah.
Holler at me.
Yeah, it's broke. It's been broke for years.
Yeah.
It cost me a shit ton, but I can't
And
get it.
it's
for
the one
free.
where someone puts on it like still working though to tempt the person who's that really cheap ass that comes
Yeah.
on and goes, I'll take that.
Yeah.
Free. But there's got to be something wrong with it, but you just take it
Yeah.
anyway.
Oh, who's gonna? Which team's that gonna be?
Who's the person
Leicester.
scooping in?
Leicester
Well,
swing back.
Nottingham Forest are liking signing this season,
Oh
aren't
my
they?
God, they're
Number
signing
15
everyone.
or 16.
I don't mind that for a defensive line though. It seems a bit quicker, maybe a bit more intelligent, and I don't know. I think I'm just basically listing all the things that Fridge can't do. Anyway,
Has 2 working legs.
I think we've covered United enough here. Definitely, like keep your attention on that.
Yeah.
For sure. Maybe can you just quickly give us? Actually, I've got them here. The fixtures for them are. They've got Southampton, Leicester, 2 terrible defenses for the next 2 game weeks.
Yep.
So if you wanted to take a chance, now's the time. Then it gets a little bit harder with Arsenal and Crystal Palace, and then because Palace's defense has been, it can be good. And then, Leeds and City. So it's a bit mixed after that. But I think there's an
I'd say
opportunity for them.
There's more better ones than not in the next, 8 weeks or so, because then it goes Everton, Newcastle, and it's hard to know with the likes of Leeds and Newcastle where they're going to be consistent. So
Yeah, for sure. And the thing is, 100%. Okay, we've talked enough on that. Let's get into our like hot prospects and informed players. I guess we've already mentioned him, but Rodrigo, I think that's obvious.
yeah, the interesting thing looking at this category at the moment is actually quite a lot of players who have been good over at least 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah, I know what you
There's
mean.
a lot of players in the form bucket at the moment.
I'd agree with that. And it was interesting for us because we obviously haven't had this specific segment before when we've done the podcast. And, we were waiting for a couple of weeks to gather a bit more information on like who's doing well. But now it's starting to come clear and it's like, okay, there's some consistency coming through here. Like Zaha, Gundogan, he's come back to back goals. Harrison's looking pretty good out there. Anything else for you?
I think as well, last week we called out the Brighton defence as an option with then runner fixtures, and they backed it up week on week. So it's now 2 weeks in a row. Players like Veltman has got 8 points 2 weeks in a row. And that fixture list moving forward gets really, stays favourable. Leeds next week, which might be different with but their defence is very solid. So
and Brighton are good on the counter too.
Yes.
So if they can manage to break that high press, they could do some damage on the counter. So
exactly. And the next 2 fixtures with Leeds and Fulham, we know we just hyped them up.
Mm-hmm.
But they've also taken advantage of teams who have looked shaky defensively. Whereas Brighton, we're talking from a defensive point of view, have been pretty solid. I'm looking forward to seeing how these type of teams come up against a team who's actually...
It's a hard one to pick.
Yeah, really hard.
It's hard for me not to hype Leeds after watching that game against Chelsea. But then seeing what Brighton have been doing, like, I don't know. It's just
They've been more proven
Yeah.
over the seasons to be quite good defensively.
Yeah.
So
Graham Potter's done a great job.
I'd be happy with that moving forward.
And I think the only other one we missed was Watkins.
Yeah, Watkins not living some, living large at the moment.
I think he's got I think he's worth mentioning that he's up there.
He is. Like, there's so many we could shout about. We're just trying to mix up just a couple of different names outside of, the big and obvious ones. But 2 assists in game week 2, a goal this week. Villa don't look great, but
he looks okay.
He's playing. He seems to be favoured over Ings.
Yeah.
So, they've got West Ham this week, who haven't been great. Then they've got a little bit tougher run of Arsenal City. Then they got Leicester, Southampton, Leeds, Forest. So,
yeah, not bad at all. Not bad at all. Okay, let's talk our next segment, the chopping block.
The chopping block.
That's the sound.
Do we need like a Fruit Ninja like sound? Or something?
Yeah. No, it's more of a shoot. It's got to have a thud at the end. Okay, so this week we're going to do chopping block just a little bit different, just for fun. I think we're going to talk some of maybe some more of the bigger boys that maybe not necessarily cutting them from your team, but considering a trade or maybe just thinking, well, they're not really performing at the start of the season.
It's like Liverpool at the moment. We're down contending with relegation, but we're not going to write them off for the whole season. It's just there's a bit of concern there.
There's some concern. I'm fucking concerned about Robertson.
Okay.
About the whole Liverpool
Well,
defense.
mate, you and me both. With my 3 defenders.
I'm in there with you.
We're
in the trenches.
We're in the trenches, baby.
Yeah, look, Liverpool defense.
Let's start with them.
Okay. What do you want to know? Am I upset? Yes. Am I getting rid of him? No.
How fucked am I that I have 3 of them?
Yeah.
That's what I
Pretty
want to know.
fucked. There's got to be a point where it all comes good, and then you're looking all sweet.
It's one of those things where it can actually go either way. It could be this is going to be a bad season. And you can see it, but you can see it happening.
Tell me about it, though. You've watched all 3 of their games.
I have, because
But what are they looking like? Are they that bad?
It's the whole team. It's so bad that you actually can't pinpoint the reason.
Really?
Yeah.
Mane.
Maybe Mane leaving. But the defense, the high line's not working. Van Dijk's not playing well. Trent, it's just everybody is not working. I think it actually comes down to last season. I think they're just still cooked.
Really?
4 competitions.
Yeah.
Prem till the last day. Champions League final. Both the cups all the way to the final.
Yeah.
We played the most possible games you can physically play in a season. And mentally, I think they're just fucked. I think 4 weeks off is just not enough.
I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised at all. I mean,
because it's also the desires being questioned.
Run.
It's not just
oh, really?
Especially in the first Fulham game and this one a bit too.
I'm glad I've only got 1 of them.
Yeah, me too. So I'm praying on the other side, you're not going to be dropping them. And I think if you were concerned and you're falling in that basket of being really concerned, you could probably trade away with confidence of still trading high, because if you're coming to someone with Trent after 3 games, they've got the hope for the future of the season too.
Yeah.
They're not going, okay, we're halfway through. Liverpool have been shit for 6 months.
Yep.
Now is low value.
Yeah, look,
I'm not personally going to trade him away.
Yeah, I'm going to stick with Robbo.
But if there's that doubt, you could still probably get good value for it.
Okay, let's move on. There's some other big assets out there who are underperforming.
There are.
I mean, the big one I'm looking at here is Son.
Yeah, Sonny boy.
Sonny is he's not hit the ground running, that's for sure. Even though Tottenham, they played pretty well to start the season.
They have 4-1 against Southampton, then 2-2 Chelsea, and they just won 1-0 this week. 1 assist from Sonny so far.
Yeah, look, I wouldn't be panicking. I mean, he is a god amongst the fantasy.
He is a god.
He's been consistent as fuck, and last season
What a
was
beautiful
amazing.
man.
He is so good. He is so good. Anyway, let me stop frothing on that. But yeah, look, I just think maybe just wait, maybe just see. But if you really wanted to try and capitalize on him, he's still got an assist to his name. It's still quite early to be saying, "Oh, Son's no good." If you really did think he wasn't going to be as good this season, then maybe capitalize. But
I think you can be less worried about attacking assets. Defensive assets are a bit trickier because someone can have a if they have a poor defensive season, conceding goals, that's a huge chunk of their points just gone.
Yeah.
Whereas Spurs, regardless of what happens, a goal can still be a good season for fantasy point of view.
It's key to get on those good defenses. And I think they will have a good defense. And I know that Conte has been running them. Like, I heard this story apparently when they got off the plane in, I think it was Indonesia or somewhere they were, Thailand. I don't know. Somewhere
For preseason.
For preseason. Yeah. Apparently, like, a 40-hour flight and then, like, straight off the plane and straight to a pitch. And they were, like, running, like, box to box.
Oh, fuck me.
Yeah. So
Man, I'm straight to the shower.
Yeah.
Then have a little cheeky nap, a feed.
Yeah. Anyway, but yeah, I think that defense would be good. Anyway, we're getting off topic here. Let's pick one more. You pick one more.
I want to call out Mount.
You bastard.
I want to bring it back to Chelsea.
Don't you touch my golden boy.
I want to bring it back to Chelsea.
Yeah, look, we should talk about Chelsea as a team, really.
Yeah.
I think Mount's...
Because he's not in that upper echelon like the Liverpool defence, the Sonny boy. He's in that slight tier below.
I think my thing for Mount is he's not getting service quick enough. He's too reliant
into his feet to go and do something with, because he's quite
yeah. He works hard
individual.
Off the ball.
Yeah,
he works very hard off the ball, but he can take shots from distance and all that stuff. But he's just not getting the service into him to kind of create that stuff. We're seeing that like Jorginho is in the midfield. We've got Kante injured. We've got Kovacic injured. We played Gallagher there this week. He didn't look great in that position.
Didn't like the deeper role.
No, I don't think he was as good. And I think, Jorginho is such a terrible defender. Like, that you have to have someone that's good in defense. Good defensively. But, because otherwise Jorginho kind of just looks like he's under insane amounts of pressure and he can't play the ball. He needs to
Can't lean to his strengths. And the same with Gallagher, he gets pulled into that basket of trying to defend.
100%.
Yeah.
So look, and they were very exposed this week, obviously, because Leeds were pressing like maniacs. So, but for me, Chelsea assets aren't looking amazing right now. I've been back and forth. We got we played decently against Tottenham, who I would have said may have been better than us this season. I think we played better than them. But then there was just no drive for this Leeds game. Koulibaly just looked very exposed, did not have a good game. Cucurella, I was just swearing at him the whole game, and I was like shouting at Tuchel to bring on Chile because I just wanted to see something different other than
screwed you out of some bonus,
the heavy touches
bench this week.
I just think if Chile started that game, there would have been a goal because Cucurella fucking missed that early chance that he had. But yeah, I just think like maybe Chelsea players are more of a talking point than Tottenham players, in terms of that attacking sense, because I think that Tottenham is still essentially the same beast.
They are,
and they didn't lose any big players. They just
we're not
built
really
on
that
it.
concerned about Tottenham.
No.
We're just kind of playing
Whereas
cheeky.
Chelsea, we're like, they don't really have a real head of that attack. Like Havertz is doing that stuff, and they've kind of like
relying on Sterling to do it.
And Jorginho, I just don't think he's as good actually right now as he has been passing that ball. So there's just a few things missing. And then also defensively, we've been talked about with Fofana for like $1 billion. $1 million's not enough. $1 billion.
Seconds.
Yeah. So I don't know. I'm going on here. I'm worried about Chelsea is what I would say. Okay. Let's go to our fan question.
Let's do it.
Heath, you've got it this week. Oh, I think Miles sent it through for us to have a look at.
Yeah, Milo passed it on. So we've got a question we've been reached out to by Aaron. Thanks, mate, for reaching out to us on Insta.
Yeah, no was. Wait, I'm not Aaron.
You're not Aaron. Thank you.
Sorry.
Thank you for being here, Whitey.
Yeah. Oh, I thought it was complimenting me. No worries.
Well, he does share a few players with you, so maybe that's why you're taking the compliment.
Oh, I've forgot his team here. Okay.
You do.
So he's got Pope as goalkeeper.
Yeah.
Great choice. And Lloris is his other keeper. Me too.
Yeah.
Except I don't know who he played this week, but he's got Pope in goal.
He's got Pope in goal.
That's game week 2. Going week 2. Oh, then that was a good call. Pope got lots of points that week.
Good call. Interesting first call out here. We had a little, nice little message here. He had 4th pick in his draft.
4th pick.
He went Trent.
Oh, you'd be regretting
over Haaland.
Oh, you must be regretting that right now. Yeah. Haaland, he's not even off to a slow start. He's got goals.
So, but his team looks really good still without that. So I'm not too worried for him overall. But his worry is that he came last year.
He came
and
last.
had to buy all the boys a pub meal.
That's brutal.
That's brutal. He doesn't want to two-peat. So he's asked for some advice. So his only regret from his draft is that he went for Diego Jota.
Oh, I think that's harsh.
Let's read his fairly early, and apparently none of his league seems to rate him. So he's reached out asking what our thoughts are.
They're already giving him shit?
Well,
man, I'm looking at this team. This is a good team.
Well, no, Jota, about Jota specifically.
Jota. I wouldn't worry about it, my boy. Back yourself. So, look, I'm looking at this. Pope and Lloris, two good keepers right there.
Yep.
Like, Pope's going to be the one maybe getting a bit more action, saves and stuff like that.
I think Lloris is basically a play nearly every week too.
Also, yeah, I know. Yeah. That's how I feel about it. I've got them both. Look, Trent, obviously not a great start to the season, but as we said, you can't just, throw away Liverpool just yet.
No.
James is looking pretty good. You'd be a little bit worried about him playing right centre back too much, but I think after watching him in that Leeds game, like he looks so much better when he got pushed out wide that it's going to be very hard for Tukes not to, play him in his natural position, and hopefully we get Fofana or something, and
that will help
he can play. Diaz clean sheets all day.
Except against Newcastle.
Yeah, except against Newcastle.
Clean sheets probably all day.
I'd say so, especially against
ASM,
Chelsea.
ASM, Sterling.
Yeah, look, ASM is... For me, ASM, obviously he looks great this week. He's not very consistent, but I wouldn't fault you for having him in his team. That's in your team, that's for sure. Sterling, for me, like a little bit of maybe where you picked him, but yeah, look, moving on. Mahrez, look, I don't think Mahrez is going to be a great pick this year. He's definitely more like one of those players that is going to be, if he's hot, jump on him.
Yeah.
Because that's what happens.
Well, just even like this week, like for me, I played him, didn't play at all.
Yeah.
My subs came on. So as long as you got,
if you got a
room to let him come in and out,
yeah,
there'll be a lot of rotation this season as City's always has.
No doubt. And then Grealish, who was another player I drafted, and I genuinely thought he was going to play. I've been given a bit of flack for Grealish, but I mean, you can't go too wrong with
City players.
City midfielders, like, they're going to get they're going to get goals. I know he didn't do that great last season, but maybe that second season bump, baby. That's what I'm still waiting on. And the strikers are strong.
Yeah, Bamford, Tony, and Jota. So what do you think about Jota? I've got my thoughts as a Liverpool fan.
The main question is the Jota. Sorry, I was really enjoying analysing his team.
Well, it's just because it shares the same team as you fucking arrogant.
Arrogant
prick.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
What do you think about Jota?
Honestly, before the season, like draft, I was backing him to probably get more minutes. I know Nunez had like a couple good games, but I was still going, Jota is proven in the Prem. He, very electric player. Didn't need that many minutes to score the amount of points he did last year with all the injuries he had. I was looking at the 1,800 minutes or so that he got and the points that he got and thought, I think he got like 175. And I was like, well, even if he has competition with what's his face, like he can play out wide, he can play up front. Like I just thought that he's probably going to get those minutes and hopefully maybe return about 175 points again. So I don't know, but now,
do you still feel that way?
Look, I mean, he's still injured, I guess. How injured is he? Like,
it says did he get close. He said he's closer to returning. It hasn't been set back
because initially they were like, "Oh, you might play the next game week. You might." Play
it's been pushed a little bit here and there, but I think it's looking a little bit more firm for him to come back. I think it's not next week, the week after.
If it was a little sooner, man, it would have been perfect with that Nunez red card.
Yeah,
I don't know. How do you feel about it? You're the Liverpool fan.
For me, the good thing is that Liverpool being in not great form actually kind of favours that because there's an opportunity for him to come in and shine, So I think that's all they kind of need. They need someone to come in and spark and change things up. So I think the fact that they're not just killing it, systems working, harder to break into that.
Yeah.
They'll be open to more change. And I think I agree with your original assessment of the rotation. Like we're getting midweek games soon. They're coming up on us really quick. Yeah. And that rotation is going to be the same throughout the whole league. So I think he's a very solid pick. And you look at how quickly the striker options drop off.
Oh, yeah.
A half playing Jota is better than, some of the striking options out there.
And when did he pick him?
He picked him fairly. He just said he picked him earlier than a lot of other people would have thought. So I'm not sure what round he went, but
he's a top two. For me, it's like first 2 rounds kind of player.
just for the potential, hey.
Yeah, for sure. Look, yeah,
We approve, Aaron.
we approve, and
We approve.
you can tell people in your league to come here and listen to us talk shit about him because we don't mind doing that at all.
No, we think it's hard to know without who you could have gotten instead.
Yeah,
But I think you got an okay teammate, and we look forward to chatting throughout the season to see where we can continue to help and where you go. We'll make a pledge right here, right now.
Oh, we pledge a lot though. Just be warned.
We're not pledging allegiance to the flag, but we will pledge that you will not come last this season with our help.
Shit. Okay, yeah. Keep listening.
Keep listening. Keep touching base with us. You are not buying the boys pub dinner again.
Yeah, no way. Also worth noting, Hito's coming last in our league. Oh wait, are you?
I'll put yes.
Yeah.
I'll put more effort into your league, Aaron,
Yeah.
than my own league.
Yeah. So, but
No, don't
I am
do
coming first, so you should probably listen to me.
Mate, I'm coming last now, but look at me last season. I can do it. I've done it before. Tommy the Tank rises again.
Mate, fuck that tank engine.
That fucking choo-choo going up the train. I think I can. I know
That's
I
the
can.
wrong
I know I can.
Train story, mate. Okay, top
Still
pickups.
trains.
Let's end this thing.
Okay. Do you want me to go first?
Yeah, you go first.
Okay. Let me just scroll back to my team. Very quickly, Martial came off the bench
Mm-hmm.
over Ronaldo.
Mm-hmm.
He favoured that in pre-season. Clearly wants to get him back in the team. Early call. I think there's a good punt on that if you've got a dead spot to pick up.
I like it for sure. Like, there is a chance he won't be in teams. I think he will be in a lot of teams.
Yeah, some people might have held him through the injury, but I think a lot of people would have been scared and gone, nah, fuck that. Next person is Pereira from Fulham,
Yep.
Andreas.
Yep.
We kind of spoke about him a lot earlier, but
yeah.
I think that's a good punt. He's
Yeah.
playing really well. Bit of an outsider.
Just the
differential.
fixtures I'd be a little worried about.
Yeah, but I think in those deeper leagues,
You got to pick him.
it could be an option.
Yeah.
My third and final is Danny Welbeck.
Welbs.
Might not be, super available, but I think he's got the form to back it up.
He's not super available, but he's sexy.
Yeah,
And
he's super
everybody
sexy.
wants him.
And Morpay's definitely going.
He's leaving.
Or they don't want him.
Oh,
They're trying to sell him to Forest for another fucking striker. They've already got
Oh
4.
my God.
But he's clearly not in favour. So the fact that he's got 2.
Forest?
Yeah.
That can't be real. How many players are they
Apparently
bought?
not.
That's insane.
But he's got 2 assists and he's playing up front. So
Yeah. Look, I like that a lot. And they are looking solid and he's good on the counter.
Yep.
As long as he can stay fit.
give me yours, mate.
Okay. Mine. All right. So, look, I'm liking Henderson, goalkeeper.
You've got a United theme. He's come from
Exactly.
United. Yeah.
Actually, I do have a United theme this
You
week.
do. I don't like this.
I didn't
but
mean
it's-
that. Well, honestly, like, you boys put in your top picks before me, and I was like, oh, I like some of those.
And we should caveat as well. Our top picks are also, we're trying to think a little bit outside the box for you guys. Like,
Yeah, we don't want
We're
to pick
trying
the
to-
obvious ones.
we're trying to give you some players that we think will probably be available.
And sometimes they won't be that outside the box.
Yeah.
But, they're just going to be some pickups. But, like, look, Hendo is a top scoring goalkeeper right now. So, like, he's, obviously a pickup if people don't have him. He's making heaps of saves. When he played at wherever he played before, when he was on loan from United to begin with, or before they bought him, or whatever it was,
At Sheffield.
he had a great season there.
He was
and
great.
got a lot of save points. So he's going to be facing a lot of shots.
He's already faced or made 18 saves. And
What?
he's got points for them in 2 of them for making 7 in the first and third game.
That's crazy. Look, I just think he's just going to keep racking up points in that way. So,
Could be a good one for those easier fixtures when they verse Bournemouth in like 3 weeks' time.
but sometimes they're even good when they're playing against a good
That's
teams.
true.
If he's on fire, he's on fire.
If you went,
he's going to be making saves. So I think Hendo's a good keeper. If you're bringing him in as your second pick at this stage,
Yep.
that would be a terrific plan. I liked Elanga. I liked United's look with that younger, fresher legs out there.
yeah, the speed.
The speed, the high press. If that's going to be the way they play the rest of the season, then I think Elanga's got a good chance of getting some good minutes. He was getting decent minutes at the end of last season. I just thought he lacked a bit of finishing. And you did see that in this United
Oh,
game.
he hit the post.
Yeah.
Only tricky with that is that with Martial coming back, Rashi went to the left. Alanga came off.
Yeah. Look,
So that's the only tricky thing there.
I'd say that too. But look, Martial still got a bit of time before he's maybe fully fit.
True.
He's been out a couple of weeks. So you might get 1 week out of him. And then finally, Rashi. I mean, he's not super outsider pick. He's probably in a lot of teams. But there is a chance that people dropped him early and just went, fuck this.
Yeah,
United are shit.
Yeah.
I'm getting out of this early.
People do that, man. They're happy to go early.
I know, for sure. And like that, that is part of the game. You do have to pull trigger. If you see someone that's underperforming and someone that's, good on the waiver wire, you got to get him. But yeah, Rashi looks like that was a nice goal. And as we said, if Rashi, gets that confidence up, he could go anywhere.
It's just for the potential here with United. We don't know where this will swing, but
yeah, for sure. And I think we'll just quickly run through Miles's ones.
he sent us through a couple.
Yeah, so he likes Bilva. I like Bilva because Bilva's obviously a great passer of the ball. Halland's up front. I know he's only really got 1 week, and who knows with the whole rotation thing. But I just think that he's so good at passing and crossing that ball into the box. He just gives a lot.
Yeah, I wouldn't like it if he was one of your stronger mids.
No.
But
it's your fifth mid pickup.
As your fifth mid pickup, City, the last season when he dropped back from being in that KDB role, when he had that crazy run, and he dropped back, he dropped off the points like fucking dead fish.
Yeah.
Just went blank. But there seems to be a little bit more coming from those deeper midfielders this season.
Yeah, no doubt.
So, yeah, you never know. And it's the run of form. Figure it out. There's be rotation.
Okay. Miles has got Alma on here.
Yeah.
I like it.
I don't, to be honest.
Good disagreeing.
I just don't think Almiron's got more than 3 goals a season in him. He did score a nice goal and we gave him props.
He's had a good preseason.
He has, but I just don't know if he's got it in him to do a lot, but
I don't know. He's getting the starts and Newcastle are looking decent.
They are.
I completely agree. I don't like his name. But for me, at this stage with draft, doing what he's already done, you have to pick him up. Someone's got to pick him up.
And take a punt.
Yeah.
Someone will.
Yeah, no doubt.
It won't be me.
Probably Miles.
Probably Miles.
And then his last one was Malacia,
United defender, filling in left back.
I'd seen stuff about him in preseason, hearing that he was playing quite well, and that could potentially pip Shaw. Right?
Yep.
Yeah, Shaw at left back. Wouldn't be surprised to see that keep happening.
Yeah.
Bit pacier.
There's potential there. I wouldn't be jumping on United defense too early.
No, and again, they don't have. I don't think they don't have amazing fixtures for the next.
United.
They got. Southampton
up and down.
Southampton, Leicester. So even for 2 game weeks.
Even for 2 game weeks potentially.
Yeah. All right, I think that rounds us out nicely.
Yeah, mate. Another episode.
Well, that was fun. We missed Miles.
We missed you, Marla G.
We wish you could have come in sour with us.
Yeah.
Wasn't that sour though, was it?
It would have been real sour if we had all 3 of us here and here bitching about our teams, wouldn't it?
It would have.
Would have been horrendous.
All right, that's it.
Ready?
Oh, wait, we should always shout out our socials.
Oh, yes.
So hit us up, FPL Draft Boyz with a Z on Twitter, Instagram, and just email.
Yeah, we're on Reddit, subreddits.
Don't email us.
Don't email us.
Because we never check the email, right?
No.
So just use...
Forgot we even had an email.
Hit us up. Get in our DMs.
Get in our DMs. We're open.
We want to hear questions,
We've already got one lined up for next week. Got Milan who reached out to us, wants us to review his draft.
Oh, exciting.
So we'll be doing that next week with Marley G back.
Yeah, love it. Okay, so please reach out. We love hearing from the people and love a little bit of analysis.